What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today is Monday, November 13th, and you guys know how these Mondays work. Lots of freaking news because it's over the weekend, so let me catch you guys up. But first, it appears that I have to answer to some demands. Akai B had said, first, show me the kitty. Here's the boy, okay? He was sleeping, he was taking a nap, he's here, he's fine, he's healthy. I show you the kitty, you gotta like the video, okay? And if you're not subscribed, you gotta do that, okay? That's the trade. That's the trade. I love you. I'll let you go back to sleep now. So Carlito said, can you talk about the Yong Yea controversy regarding his voice acting as Kiryu and the new Like a Dragon Gaiden and the upcoming Like a Dragon 8 Infinite Wealth? Yes, we can talk about it. Man, oh man, dog, it's crazy because I want to get into voice acting so badly, but seeing what happened to this guy, oh my god. For those of you guys who don't know, this is Yong Yea. He's a YouTuber and a voice actor. For YouTubing, he usually goes over like gaming news and just talks about it, kind of like this, but just gaming. And also, he's a voice actor as well. He played the evil dude from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the new one, he played the black guy. But yeah, apparently there is some controversy because a lot of people did not like Yong Yea's portrayal of Kiryu. Now, if those of you guys who don't know what Yakuza is, it's one of the biggest like cult classic type games that you can think of. It's really good. I played Yakuza 0 and I was like, wow, this entire series must be goated. Just haven't had time to play anything, but yes, it's Kiryu. You've probably seen this guy many times on a lot of memes. Anyway, Yong Yea says, here's an official look at Kiryu in English. Did a side by side with Jay for those wanting to hear the difference. This is some of the first stuff we ever recorded a year ago. Performance got more refined as we went further along. Excited for y'all to experience the full games, okay? So he's comparing himself to the OG actor in Japanese with himself in English, okay? This is what it sounds like. You guys can be the judge. Okay, that's the Japanese joint. That's the OG Kiryu that we all love. Dame daya, dame yo, you know, that's him.
You know, had you just waited 3 minutes, I'd have been a little more grateful. Yeah. I made contact with a good number of people. Just waiting for them to get back to me.
I see the problem. I see the problem immediately. It was a bad match. It was a bad match. That Yong Yea's voice does not capture the bad assery that is Kiryu. Let me play a little bit more. Let me just double check really fast.
There's always something extra, isn't there? Let's cut the chit-chat. You got any info for me? Japanese. You're sure about that?
Yeah, it don't work. It don't work. And I'm not even trying to be a hater. It's just a bad match. He's a badass, all right? He moves slow, okay? He talks slow. He's got a deep voice. He commands attention, and he doesn't try too much. I feel that when it comes to the Japanese actor when that's kind of coming out, but when I hear the English actor, he feels like a completely different character. Like it doesn't feel like the Kiryu that we all are very used to. Anyway, the critics on Twitter was like, yeah, nah, dog, this is an L. This don't work. And apparently Yong Yea just went on Twitter and just started blocking everybody. Just like anybody who was like, I don't like it, or people who were being mean. He just blocks people because, you know, they gave like a negative take on his stuff. Not a good look, especially on Twitter. When you start blocking one person for one thing, then everybody wants to get in the party. So they'll start, oh yeah, this guy's blocking people for giving him criticism, and then everyone will jump in. Oh man, this is my last Yong Yea meme. Corretto listening to Judgment Shinpin English dub after giving Yong Yea his blessing.
We're breaking the law, breaking the world together, throwing out all tenderness.
Is that supposed to be Yong Yea's voice when they're like singing karaoke? Is that how it's supposed to? Oh, no. So Yong Yea then responded to some of the controversy after blocking people left and right, saying, appreciate all those reaching out with kind words on Kiryu. Always knew some toxicity was coming or that not everyone would be on board. But I'm glad to see more people are warming up to my version, and I'm excited for people to see Kiryu's full journey. Wish I could show more. And then somebody quote retweeted him and said, let me guess, Yong Yea, it's fine when I do it. how California evolved. He has, what does this says? Mario just sounds like ... Chris Pratt? Yeah, sure. Let's get Chris Pratt to do an imitation of Mario for an animated Mario movie instead of getting, you know, the literal authentic voice of Mario, who's been the character for 3 decades, to play the real deal. Let's relegate Charles Martinet to special cameos instead. And lastly, saying the thing about Chris Pratt voicing Mario is he's not coming up with a new voice for a new character. It's someone very iconic and recognizable. He doesn't have to go 100% Charles Martinet, but Mario sounding mostly like Chris is jarring. I hope future trailers change my mind. So it sounds like the criticism that he had on Chris Pratt matches a lot of people's criticism towards Yong Yea when it comes to being the voice actor of Kiryu. So yeah, that's the Yong Yea situation in a nutshell. Okay, a lot of people felt like he was miscasted. He couldn't take a lot of the criticism, aka some of the bullying too as well, and just started blocking people, which encouraged more people to start making more memes about him. In my opinion, that's not cool to come out there and harass somebody who's, you know, probably got miscasted. But at the same time, like if I was to play this game, I would have to play it in Japanese because his voice, honestly, just to be straight up honest, it doesn't match the Kiryu that I feel like I would be playing. I feel like I'm playing a new character. Hope I don't get blocked for that criticism, but I'm just keeping it real. It doesn't sound right. If you guys need a new Kiryu, here's my audition. All right, for Yakuza's Kiryu. Alright, looks like we got some more dream drama, unfortunately, but it has to do with apparently some accusations of grooming, which have been floating around every now and then. I haven't been able to confirm or deny if it's actually real, but it's gotten to the point where Dream has officially responded to it on his account, and then also he made a not too good TikTok that was kind of also jabbing at the situation as well. Let me show you.
All right, let's see what was sent into my P.O. box today. Looks like a t-shirt. Okay, all right. What does it say? All right, let's...
Damn. Here's the freeze frame. Somebody sent him a shirt that says, "I love minors." Clearly here making a jab at, I guess, the people who are accusing him of doing such things, but I think that if there is a large portion of the internet who thinks you are guilty of such things, I don't think this is good taste. This ain't it, homie. Like, this is literally not what you do when it comes to criticism and publicity of things that could be true or not, is make a TikTok video showing this to your entire audience. Like, this does nothing for your case, okay? As your PR, as your agent, as your manager, I'd be like, what in the hell are you doing? What the hell is wrong with you? The wildest part is that even if you're trying to like make a clap back at the people who are falsely accusing you, a lot of your audience is going to look at this and be like, bruh, what? I love minors? Like, and then they're going to think like, hey, is this a groomer? Does he like minors? It's going to bring way more negative attention. Nothing about this video was going to do anything good. This was just a terrible idea and should have been left in the draft. So Dream started trending on Twitter negatively, in which he decided to speak up and talk about the situation, and usually it doesn't go so well. Somebody tweeted, "Hey, let's get Drop Dream trending again. I don't even care anymore. There's no way someone goes live on stream and admits to doing such horrible things, admits to grooming someone, has not yet been deplatformed, and faces no consequences." It says here, no one was groomed. She lied about taking legal action. She lied about providing more proof later, and lied about almost everything that was shared. It's been over a year since she said she would provide proof. I have and will be releasing the Snapchat data, Instagram logs, Twitter history, and timeline, which proves by a matter of fact that she deleted certain messages, lied and hid context, and that she never provided these easily obtainable logs because they contradicted some of her own words. He continues and says, "I primarily used Snapchat as a messaging platform before I revealed my face because I was hiding what I looked like and everything else about my life IRL. I had many people from online games and content creation on it and used it for everything. So I didn't look at Snapchat as a big deal. I changed my mind on that before this even happened, made a private Snapchat for close friends." I don't know. And you guys can tell me, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But I think Snapchat is always being used to do shitty things, okay? It's for shady stuff. It's for things that you want to disappear, come back, and talk so that it doesn't come out. That's the only thing I can think that Snapchat has ever used. This is just my opinion, but Snapchat talking is a red flag. Anyway, if you continue to go up to his Twitter, it's him having conversations with, you know, people who are trying to quote retweet him, and he's talking, and as this does, it circulates, and they're like, "Hey, Dream, hey, you're XYZ," and Dream's like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Hey, this guy isn't hilarious," and he's just going back and forth with Twitter, talking about some serious allegations, which is probably some of the worst ideas. You just don't do this, right? It's not a good idea. Does he not have any friends to tell him that this is just not a good idea? I mean, I guess this was the deleted tweet that he had made that said, "It's such a shit show and I get it. I'm the cringe Minecraft guy that was fat, that makes bad music, that's from Florida and has said offensive things, that cheated, that's stubborn, and an asshole, and racist, and homophobic, and doesn't manage his rabid fans, manipulates, etc." So my man just went into like deep dive, like apathetic mode. Oh my god. I don't even know what to make heads or tails of this exact situation. Grooming's a pretty serious allegation. When people are coming out with this type of information, okay, number one, you don't go on TikTok and make fun of the situation by making videos about it. You just don't. That's not how you handle things. That's point number one. Point number two, okay, he might not have done it, and he's coming out here on Twitter trying to defend himself, which is also an equally bad idea. But I guess this is the only thing that he can think of that he can do when people on Twitter are trying to cancel him. It sucks, right? He's in a terrible situation where people are claiming him to do terrible things and none of it happened. And if that's what occurred, he just doesn't know how to deal with it. Again, since there is no confirmation that the things that happen actually happen, I don't know what to say about it. It's just, I don't know. It feels like smokes and mirrors. And yeah, guys, that's the whole dream situation. There's some more other drama when it came to him and I think his friends and people going to unfollow sprees or whatever. I'm not even going to get into it. Okay, just I'm gonna wrap it up right there. You guys can let me know how you feel in the comments below. All right, gang, before we get into some of the fun news, okay, with all the hype of all the new movies and the new games that are coming out and all the trailers and the reveals, okay, the fun part of the video, we got to talk about one last update when it comes to Sssniperwolf, because apparently it was a big chunky wongy deal over the weekend. Essentially, as said, Nerd City made a video interviewing Azzyland, a YouTuber whose content and entire life online was copied by Sssniperwolf. Laya would also harass her and get her fans to do the same thing for years, claiming that Azzy's the fake instead. So ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is the Spider-Man meme, where two characters are pointing at each other, claiming each other to do the exact thing. Who is the real person? Who is the fraud?
Sounded like a yassified voice that also was mixed with a little bit of like a baby, but it was like a foreign baby.
So I wanted to attempt it.
Golf ball.
Golf ball. Wasp net.
Wasp net. Cut in half.
From some very naughty, evil bees.
And when I finally watched some Azzyland content, I was like, there it is. That's the voice.
We don't care what you are. We don't care if you're not even the same species.
Wait, they got a house? Why are they so angry all the time? This girl does sound like her. She's trying to talk like her. And then she's gonna act surprised like, oh, they thought I was her?
Wait a minute. So you telling me that Sssniperwolf not only steals her videos, but apparently she stole someone else's persona? Like... She was like, look, bam, mask off, stole someone's persona, stole somebody's accent, and then started stealing people's videos. Like, she basically blew up from just being a thief, bro. Yo, crime does pay. God damn, I'm in the wrong line of business.
You were inspired by her.
And with Sniperwolf, it was this bizarre affectation that threw me off so much that I made a montage out of it. Like, what the hell is that impression?
The Toronto accent gotta be the worst accent known to man.
You lying!
Yeah, what you saying, fam?
I just want to know why people from Toronto sound like they're talking through their nose.
Yeah.
Shorty's just talking shit.
And that's you.
I can tap into my voice when I get like excited. It's like a bunch of people who I went to school with and grew up around talk like that.
Boom! Noob out!
My parents are foreign, and then I lived in Amsterdam for a bit, so it's kind of just been...
I didn't even know like Toronto accents were a thing. Where is Sniperwolf from anyway? Because I don't know. I mean, when I've watched some of her videos, when she talks like that, I can't imagine that she's like IRL walking around the street saying like, that's kind of what I hear when Sniperwolf talks. There's no way that's no way that's her normal casual talk.
Morphing over time, but the ironic thing is I wanted to separate myself so much from Sniperwolf that I started forcing myself to not talk like that. And now I don't know how to talk like that anymore. I like forgot.
Tragedy. She stole something from you and then like wore it out so much that you quit it.
Jeez. Dang. That's like somebody taking me and my persona, my voice, and they did it so much that I start talking like a robot because my identity, I don't know. But okay, if those are the claims, that's wild, and that montage seems pretty authentic. But Sssniperwolf was like, nah, dog, reverse Uno, this ain't it. This was the other image that was trending, where at top you can see where it says Azzyland, hilarious restroom, signal fails, and then it shows Sssniperwolf, funniest bathroom fails. Same thing, right? But then turned over. And then you got here, people who had one job failed miserably as Azzy, and then people who didn't get what they expected. Same thumbnail, but it was Azzy who was doing it in the past, and now it shows like Sssniperwolf doing it in the future, suggesting that she's copying. Now, Sssniperwolf has started responding to all this stuff, so trying to find the receipts is going to be tough because she has protected her account. Okay, first she gets into controversy when it comes with Jack's films and that whole shebang bang where she doxed him. Now she's in controversy of copying another content creator, and she protected her post. But I'm sure there are screenshots. Let me see if I can find them. All right, found one of them. I don't know, there's several, but Leah has said, I have backup videos and screenshots before she changed the thumbnails to make it look like I copied her. I have proof she copied my thumbnails, SEO, the way I speak, the jokes I make. The way you're trying to manipulate this is fraud. Okay, so is Leah suggesting that future version of Azzyland went forward and then changed all her thumbnails to look like hers? I mean, because I don't think that she can go back and change the video, right? The past Azzyland can't go back and change her accent at all. So, but she says that, yeah, she's trying to manipulate this. This is fraud, is what she suggests. I got Caleb, aka Oompaville, made a video talking about Sssniperwolf in this situation. This is what he had to say. This was a clip that was trending on Twitter.
He's real, everyone else is fake. And by God, thanks to Nerd City's Thought Patrol video, we know that that is not true. So who are we inclined to believe more, Sssniperwolf or Azzyland? Let's take a look at their wiki pages to kind of see who they are as people.
I'm down
You
for
got
that.
Azzyland, her wiki's full of charities, things she's donated to, and her amazing catchphrase, delicious. And then we go to Sssniperwolf's wiki, and there's a warning, a content warning. This article covers sensitive topics such as racism, transphobia, body shaming, child grooming, bestiality, and doxing.
What? This is YouTuber's golden child. This article covers sensitive racism? Sssniperwolf is racist? Transphobia? Body shaming? Child group? We know about the doxing. That's... What is going on here? I'm not diving into that. Nope, I ain't looking into that bio. You can't pay me to look into that bio because there's no way. But to see all of these actual words being tossed around with one of the biggest YouTubers in the world is, well, I mean, I don't know. We've been there. We've seen the Colleen Ballinger situation. We've seen Illuminati. We've seen these huge YouTubers that come out to reveal that they're doing some shady, nasty, shiesty stuff. So I guess we're not surprised. It's kind of on brand. So since we can't hear any more of Leah's side of the story, let's finish it off with what Azzy had to say on Twitter, where she said the point was not to accuse her of copying. The point was to highlight hypocrisy, manipulation, and misuse of influence. The only reason copying is even mentioned is because those exact words are used by her over and over to provoke mass bullying that has been going on for 6 years now. All while she is guilty of the same. I want that type of harassment to end and to break the cycle by urging everyone, please do not direct hate towards Sssniperwolf. Let's cross towards kindness. I'm sorry, Azzyland, as much as you probably want kindness to cross over to Sssniperwolf, I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, there's a lot of people with some pent-up frustration and anger, and also, you know, just some randos who are just being misogynistic as well, that they're just going to go ahead and hate this woman as much as they can. Okay, for both valid reasons and non-valid reasons. But yeah, guys, that's the Azzy Sssniperwolf situation. I think Sssniperwolf is going to be able to start uploading to her main channel soon. Her 1 month like ban where she, you know, where she doxed Jack's films, and now he's thinking about moving because of, you know, being scared to kind of go out of his house because of her, you know, simp army. He's going to be coming back to YouTube off her vacation and uploading again. I don't think this is the end of Sssniperwolf. I think there's going to be more to come from it, and when it does, I will let you guys know. But guys, before we get further in today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Ground News. Ground News is an app and website created by a former NASA engineer to give readers a transparent, data-driven way to read the news. We all know that most news sources have political bias tied behind their coverage. For example, you guys heard about the new Marvel's movie that came out and it completely flopped. Ground News will show you the total sources, 24 leaning left, 7 leaning right, and 72 in the center. The comparison tab lets you know that the right raises woke politic concerns in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a view not emphasized in the left and the center. This allows you guys to get the full picture of the situation as opposed to the usual one side. Also, these ratings are backed by 3 independent news monitoring organizations, so you know you can trust the data you see. The blind spot feed is interesting because it allows you to read stories that are heavily skewed towards one side of the political spectrum. Having a close look at online echo chambers makes distinguishing misleading media narratives that much easier. And the My News Bias feature is probably the coolest one I like. It'll give you an overall breakdown of what kind of content you read, where it primarily leans, your top sources, and if you're getting a balanced diet of diverse news. And right now, guys, Ground News is having a Black Friday deal where you can get 40% off their Vantage plan. You guys can break through the algorithm and stay informed on breaking news for less than $1 a month for their Pro plan, or about $5 a month for unlimited access to important features, such as the blind spot feed using my link, https://ground.news/omni, found in the description. By doing so, guys, you'll be supporting my channel and getting a great product for reliable sources. And again, special thanks to Ground News for sponsoring today's video. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the fun part of the video, okay? Let's get all that drama out the side, all that tea out the way, okay? Because the tea has gone cold. There are so many movies and so many shows that have been announced after the SAG-AFTRA strike has officially ended as of last week. Now, I don't think this one actually had anything to do with the SAG-AFTRA strike. This was just going to come out regardless. But for those of you guys who are millennials who watch Scott Pilgrim, you're finally getting an anime after what feels like, maybe like 20 years since we got the OG one. A lot of people were excited and hyped for this. So if you want something to watch over the weekend, this Friday, the weekend before Thanksgiving, you got Scott Pilgrim. Guys, we also got the trailer for the live action ATLA trailer, okay, aka Avatar The Last Airbender. And I'm scrolling up and down so that we don't get copyright striked. And yeah, I watched it and it looks okay. Coming to Netflix 2024. I don't know. It looks good, but I'm just cautious, right? My boy Zuko, I'm scared. It's gotta be good, right? Because this is peak, this is our show, this is our history, and it's gotta be good, but I don't know. The reason why I'm being a little bit pessimistic is because number one, the One Piece Netflix one was absolutely amazing, and number two, I saw the screening for Yu Yu Hakusho. 30 years later, the supernatural returns. The live action adaptation of Yu Yu Hakusho premieres December 14th. I don't know, homie. I don't feel too good about this, okay? I'll try to go over it just briefly because we can't watch the full thing without getting copyright striked, okay? That's Yusuke Urameshi. That's the pacifier dude that gives Yu his powers. I don't even know who Kuwabara is because the Kuwabara on this show doesn't have the iconic, like, orange hair that pops up like this. But this is Toguro, okay? And these are the Toguro brothers, and this looks absolutely good. They look goated, okay? Which gives me a little bit of hope because this design is immaculate. That's Kuwabara. And like, I don't know. Maybe this will work because the haircut still looks kind of goofy. The guy's making funny facial expressions. Maybe it works, but I just don't understand why I didn't go with the source material with the orange. My overall impression is when I watched this is that it's too dark and there was no humor. There was no smile bomb. There was no dun 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 dun. That's all they had to do. Was have that happen and have your girl flying around on the broom in the faceless time. That's all they had to do. I don't know if they didn't get the rights to the song, but that's the Yu Yu Hakusho I know. I don't know. This looks kind of sussy buckish. Also in more news, Bemby said the Garfield trailer just released today and it's good. It's peak. You guys might not know this, but my whole persona, the whole me sitting there drinking coffee, kind of being lazy. It's a Monday. Like I got a lot of energy from Garfield. Garfield hates Mondays and he likes to eat and he's sarcastic. I used to read all of the what is it called, the comics back in the day, like from the library. I love Garfield. This looks good. It's being voiced by Chris Pratt. It looks immaculate. It looks peak. I'm excited for it. It's coming May 24th next year. I think this is going to be a very goated movie. Another thing that came out was the Mean Girls trailer. Said, get in, loser, we're going to the movies, where they took some of the people from the old cast. It's a show made by Tina Fey, and then they brought in different Mean Girls. And I'm going to be frank, it don't look good, okay? You cannot capture the magic of Mean Girls, okay? You guys might not know this about me. I'm a Mean Girls stan. I think Mean Girls is top 10, one of the best movies of all time, okay? No cap is that iconic. And for them to kind of capture this, it feels like a cash grab. Some people say that it's kind of like a remake based off the Mean Girls, like the musical. And yes, just keep it as a musical. Go to New York City or wherever and watch the musicals because musicals are really good. In fact, I think I've already seen the Mean Girls musical. It was really good. I've also seen, what is it, Legally Blonde. I've seen a lot of different musicals. Keep them as Broadway musicals because that's where they shine. I don't know about this too much on the movie, bro. All I know is that they better stay away from The Devil Wears Prada, okay? Stay away from it, all right? Meryl Streep ain't going to be in it. I don't want it. Don't mess up my movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Stay away. Okay, I don't care. I'm going to watch this because I actually forgot this show existed. Crescent said the GOAT of gaming media is coming back next year. This is me channeling my ender Fidel. November 2024. Next year, we have a full year to wait for peak. That is Arcane. Did this happen before the pandemic? When did Arcane, the first season, come out? If you guys don't know, Arcane is basically League of Legends, but an animated style. And it was done absolutely amazing. I got to go back and watch it. But even if you're not even into League of Legends, if you're not into gaming, this is just one of those type of shows that it won a lot of awards. It was just really good. What do we got here? I'm going to watch it, okay? Just a tease. 15 seconds. We got Jinx with the boots. Yeah. 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 Okay. That's all I need. You know what I mean? This is all I need. A lot of people do so much work when it comes to trailers. And then like, this is it. This is a tease. Don't show me anything else. I'm okay with this. Just drop it November 24th. If you just show me this and nothing else, I will watch your show. I feel like people be doing too much nowadays, and you know the entire plot of a show after the third trailer that reveals all the characters and the secrets. Like, you can't even come into the movies and just be surprised anymore because the actual people who make the movie spoil it for you. We got so many announcements insane. I can't go over every single one of them. We got The Boys coming out, just everything that you can think of. Peak is coming out, but we got delays too as well. Deadpool 3, got Captain America Brave New World, which I think actually got scrapped because there was a review of the movie and people said it wasn't good. But now I'm saying that the schedule is to hit Valentine's Day 2025. Like they're not having any luck with it. We got Blade, okay, with my guy Mahershala Ali. I'm ready for that. That's gonna be peak. We got the rated R2 on it as well, the R stamp on it, so it's gonna be bloody and gory just the way it should be. I'm very excited for that. We got Tom Hardy's Venom 3 that also got delayed from July 12th and now it's not coming back until November 8th, 2024, same time that Arcane. Like, we got 1 full year on that. Thunderbolts, I don't even know what that is. Mufasa, the Lion King, I ain't even going to watch that. I don't like any of that live action stuff from my Disney fans. Disney's Snow White was supposed to be the 2024, now it's 2025. Elio, High Potential, I don't even know any of this others. Minecraft, the movie. You know what? Bad Boys 4? Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse was originally scheduled to come out March 29th, 2024, but now we don't know. We don't even know, but that's going to be my most anticipated movie of all time. I cannot wait for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. There's Wicked that got delayed, Mission Impossible 8, Beetlejuice 2 with Jenny Ortega, Gladiator 2. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Lilo and Stitch, what? A new one? Juror? Again, a lot of stuff not coming out for a very long time because of this delay from the SAG-AFTRA Act. Also in gaming, we got an announcement from Nintendo. Indie World, it's going to be announced for tomorrow at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I might try to stream it, but yeah, the new Indie World Showcase is airing tomorrow. These are hit or miss. Usually they're just kind of like, but everyone's waiting for more Silksong information. Hollow Knight, where is it? Give it to us right now before I go freaking crazy. It's the most anticipated, I think, like Nintendo game of all time. Not Nintendo game, it's an indie game, but it'll drop on the Switch. But this is the one that will change the world, okay? And probably lastly, but one of the big ones. It hasn't happened yet. Right now, I'm recording this around like noon Eastern on my time. But we're going to get some nominees for the Game Awards. Just one more sleep until the Game Awards nominees hit tomorrow. He must have known that I sleep. What does Jeff Keighley have to say?
And here we go. Hello, everyone. It's Jeff Keighley, and tomorrow, the nominees for the Game Awards 2023 are revealed live at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, 5 p.m. GMT. I'll be joining you from the Peacock Theater, where we will announce nominees in 31 categories. And boy, it's been such a competitive year. So many incredible games and releases, but there can only be a certain number of nominees.
Wait, that's in 2 minutes. Is this being streamed? Like, okay, what do I do here, YouTube? It's 11:59. Is this... I'm so confused. All right, I decided to just randomly stream in the middle of me making a video. So, okay, this is just what's happening here. That's all that's happening here. Game Awards 2023 nomination special.
Ready? It's time for our final 2 categories. Best Game Direction, which recognizes extraordinary creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Breath of the Wild?
This year's nominees,
Tears of the Kingdom?
Alan Wake 2.
I have not played Alan Wake.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And The Legend of Zelda.
No Final Fantasy 16. Get him out of here.
Finally, on behalf of the jury,
Okay.
I am proud to announce the 6 nominees selected for outstanding creative and technical excellence. The
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year.
High Five Rush is in here. That'd be crazy.
Are Alan Wake 2.
Alan Wake.
By Remedy Entertainment. Baldur's Gate 3.
I think
from
Baldur's Gate
Various
might take it
Studios.
for real.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2. from
Spider-Man's good.
Insomniac Games. Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4, baby.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder from Nintendo.
No Final Fantasy 16.
And The Legend
That's
of
what I
Zelda.
like to see. I told y'all it was overrated, but that's stacked.
And there you have it.
I told you Final Fantasy 16 was overrated. They didn't get nothing. They knew. And we're back. Okay, if this worked out properly, then I just showed you some of the big chunky wungies from the stream. So that's the Game Awards announcements. And yeah, let me know what you guys are excited for. And then also, if you want to come play with me soon on Twitch, you know how to follow me, twitch.tv/InfernoOmni. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I'm hopefully going to drop a video for you guys tomorrow. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of big chunky wungy news. So we'll go ahead and do that. I want to be able to upload for you guys at least 3 times a week when it comes to the news. So that's the goal that I'm going to be sticking to going forward as far as possible. And then coming out with some more stuff when I can. So I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Again, leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode, okay? Take it easy. Peace.